Okay, so we're going to have a look at this pulley wheel, which is another revolve feature. So exercise 5, 6, and 8, we use the revolve feature in all of those. So basically, this is my axis of revolution. So if I look at this section view, I'm going to draw this top half and then revolve it around this line to create the full part. So if I open a new part, this is what it should look like when we're finished. So new, I'm going to sketch on the front plane. So I'm just going to start off drawing the basic shape, and I'm going to go from the origin point. So once I draw the shape, then I can dimension it. Okay, so I could leave it like that, dimension it and revolve it and then extrude cut, but it would be easier for me to draw the counterbore and the hole now, so I can draw that basic shape. So if I go across here and across, I can then delete this line. So if I delete, and then I can use the trim function to trim these two away. Okay. Now, before I start dimensioning, there's a couple of things I want to make equal and coincident. So if I select this line and then select the origin point, I want to make those coincident. Okay, you can see the line is turned black, which means I can't move it left to right. With these top two lines, I want to make them equal and collinear. Okay, and these two tapers, I want to make those equal. Okay, so I'm going to draw a center line, which is going to be my axis of revolution, and I'm going to use it to do some of my dimensions. So the first one here, this dimension, we can see from the drawing sheet is 40, and the overall length is 130. Yeah, now I can drag that back, that's okay. So okay. So I'm going to use my center line to dimension some of these diameters. So I can see here this diameter is 20, this one's 50, we have 90, overall diameter is 120. So if I pick dimension and pick the center line and go up and select this line and then drag it down below the center line, it'll be a diameter. So you can see there the D on top of the smart dimension symbol. So it's remembered that I'm working from that center line. So I've just picked this point, then it'll be 50. Okay. So from here down is going to be 70. From here is going to be 100. From this point is 90. And the overall diameter is 120. Okay. So there's a few more dimensions I want to add in. So the angle between these two is 40 degrees. We can see here from this detailed view. So if I select those two, drag that up, the dimension of this is 8. And the overall dimension from here to here is 40. So from here to here is 40. Yeah. The dimension from here to here is 55. And the dimension of this is 40. Yeah. So we can see now that it's fully defined. It's all turned black. So if I press this to zoom to fit. So if I go to features and then revolve, it will automatically pick up that center line as it's the only center line and use it as my axis of revolution. So if I click OK. So there's two things left to do. So if we go back to the drawing sheet, there's a chamfer on the end here of 3 millimeter, and there's a fillet there, fillet rad of 6 mil. So if I go back here and if I select this edge, and if I go to the fillet option, down arrow, pick chamfer, it's going to be 3 millimeter. And then if I pick this edge and fillet, it's going to be 6 millimeters. And that's it. Okay. Um, if you wanted to add a material, there's another video on this about adding materials. You can see here material not specified. If I right click there, edit material, it should bring up the full list available to me, and I can select one of those, click apply, and then close. So let's just pick one here for talk's sake. Go with that and apply and closed. You can see now that it's changed color and it's applied that material. And again, if I go to evaluate and mass properties, it will give me a density of the material. It will then work out a mass, the volume, surface area, and it gives me some other principal axis of inertia. Okay.